भारती न्यूज, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Guaranteed to fail is not taking risk. These are not my words, these are words of Mark Zuckerberg. Let me introduce to you the guest for the day, Ms. Archana Sinha. Ms. Archana Sinha is Head Railways and Aviation at Confederation of Industry, CII. Ms. Sinha has graduated in Psychology and LLB University of Delhi, PGDBM in Human Resource Management, PG Diploma in Public Health and Administrative Law, and Certificate in International Perspective in Participatory Monitoring and Evaluation, with varied experience in legal, consultancy, and social research sector. Ms. Sinha is heading Railways and Aviation at Confederation of Indian Industry. She has 29 plus years of work experience with more than 20 years in policy advocacy, complete management of government projects, social sector, research and consultancy with expertise in project management, planning, implementation and handling of projects independently. Previously, Ms. Sinha was the head MSME with CII overall responsibility of the department and ensuring proper coordination and documentation of department activities, policy development and advocacy, including understanding key issues of MSME, preparation of policy papers and their submissions, study of government schemes and information collection from members for report, paper creation, project management, engagement with stakeholders, other line ministries, council members and MSME at large, with regularly attending meetings, team management and execution and handling of all aspects of the activities and events of the department. She has also handled projects on livelihood, health, education, skill development, requirements, preparations of DPR, the detailed project reports for tourism development, etc., and have worked with research organizations, reputed NGOs, UN bodies, and with central ministry. We welcome Ms. Archana Sinha, and I would like to request our Director Ma'am, Dr. Yamini Agrawal, to kindly felicitate her. Please join me in welcoming her. Now, I would like to request our Director Ma'am to say a few words before we start with the session with our esteemed guest today. Ma'am.
Respected Ms. Archana Sinha, HOD BBA Dr. Thakur, faculty members and my dear students. It is a pleasure and privilege to have Ms. Archana Sinha with us to speak to you. Given her vast experience in the industry, she can possibly inform you about the expectations that the industry has from you for your tomorrow and for your future. As we all understand, corporates are one most essential, or the industry is one most essential aspect of any economy. For it defines the manner in which many of the aspects of our living really get defined. We define most of our development through the needs that the industry satisfies. The much of the ease that we see today for all our livings, whether it is getting the water at time in our house, or the 24 hours in electricity, or the metro, or the automobiles, or anything right from the IT infrastructure of e-governance to any other latest technology going into space, the industry provides for it. And it is this industry that you as management students would be serving tomorrow. And it is for you to understand what are the expectations of the industry from the talent that educational institution brings together. Besides being very specific as to the work that they do, the Indian industry has been very adaptable to any specific changes that have ever happened. Any kind of turbulences, any type of volatility, and even at times a lot of stability has still inspired them to bring about the best and the greatest innovations to India. Today, when we talk of ourselves as self-sufficient economy, we must give our credit to the agriculture sector, the industry sector, and also the services sector for the contributions that they make towards our GDP, making it one of the well-recognized country across the world having a voice that makes a difference in the world. It is indeed a pleasure to have someone from the industry come and speak to you about the nuances that the industry tends to feel should be a part and parcel of the young minds when they take forward their future and they aspire to become as big, as prominent, and as wealthy as them. Corporates are many times also admired for the professionalism they offer to each and every singular work that they bring about. The aspects that we see and draw from in terms of our aspirations, many get derived from a lot of novel work which they do. At times we may feel that it is difficult to meet the expectations and they expect a lot, but it is for what we strive for. And I must tell you, ma'am, that at BBMR we make sure that the students are engaged with perspectives with people from the different industry or different walks of life to understand how to build their perspective, shape their minds, and take them forward. I feel when you see people from the industry, they are by themselves an inspiration for you. For what they stand for is reflected in the prominence of the work that they bring to you through their products, services, and the kind of contribution they bring in together for the livelihoods. We say if 50 to 55% of people are employed in the government services, 45% of the rest of the people are employed with the corporates or the MSMEs or as sole proprietors at various places. And it is their contribution that makes the other two sectors, which is the agriculture and the services, contribute greater to the economy. The need, the eminence, and the kind of strive that they bring for a better future prospect can be only explained by the inspirational figures that bring together a lot of work and a lot of expertise in bringing together the products, services, and the innovations that we see today. With this, I again welcome Ms. Archana Sinha to our institution and invite her to share her ideas with our young minds so that they can take them and get inspired from them and imbibe in them those qualities which they need after passing out and even for the rest of their lives to make sure that not only do they make a livelihood successful, but make themselves prominent in terms of the contributions that they serve the nation with. Thank you so much.
Good morning. First of all, my apologies for being late. It's a Friday, it's a rainy day,
So I'm extremely sorry for that. And thank you for inviting me, dear Director Ma'am and Bhavna Ma'am. It's such a pleasure to come here and to meet all of you, see the fresh faces just out from the college. I mean, full of life, full of everything. It's such a beautiful day today to see all of you and meet all of you. And I love interacting with children. It's really a pleasure. So, if you talk about the industry and the work, so I know after coming from college, after coming from school, you have a lot of aspirations. You want to do many things. But one thing only what I want to say, whatever you do with a passion. Whether it's a work, whether it's a yay. You know Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the passion which you will bring, whether it's a job, entrepreneurship, whatever. We are working with the industry, we are working with the MSMEs, and anything you have to pursue your dreams. So I'll start with that. MSMEs and the corporates, what Director Ma'am said, 45% of the Indian economy, apart from it's because of the industry. So MSMEs, if you say in the startup contribution, it is 35 to 32 or 35% of the GDP. They contribute, these MSMEs, startup, they contribute almost 30 to 35% of the GDP. And number, if we talk about the employment, what is there in the sector, 20 million people. You can imagine 20 million or 20 crore, something like that. So what the work which is there and the different fields, any e-commerce site you go and see, the SMBs they talk, small and medium businesses. So there are many things in service sector also, the MSMEs are coming up, the work which they are doing. And when we talk of MSMEs, they are like water, fitting in every vessel, fitting in every industry, fitting in every sector. If you see every industry, talk about Maruti, which is a big company. But the ancillary industries which support Maruti, they are again MSMEs, they are again SMBs, and it has completely developed. All the blue color buses which you see, JBM buses. You know what is the full form of JBM? Jai Bharat Maruti. It was a small ancillary of Maruti which has developed so much today. Being an MSME, and they started into manufacturing of buses. So this is the thing, there are many things, even in service sector, you see how the companies are coming up, travel agencies, the media people, the entertainment sector. Every sector, any sector, as a management student, you have to think, what are things, in which sector I do fit in? What is my passion? And believe me, in today's date, none of the parents counter with children. They ask them, pursue your dream. You have to do a dream. You have to follow your dreams with your passion. Whether anything what you want to do. And startups and all, what to say about startups. I mean, you people must be reading about the things. What we interact with industry, they say the newcomers, they don't know about the responsibility. The newcomers, they don't know about the quality aspect. But these are also very important things which you need to take care in whatever sector. Quality is not only in the products or the thing. Quality is everything. One of the paper, I think there must be a paper on total quality management. But you have to be completely knowing that whatever you are doing, it has to be given 100% of yours. Then it will come back to you in the same manner. If you give your 100% to anything, or do anything with that sense of belongingness, it will help you a lot. And interacting with industry, with the MSME people, you should know it's not only bigger industries, it is also industries who face hurdles. There are finance hurdles, there are other small people. So we do say MSMEs have a lot of petty issues. It's not a petty issue because they are establishing themselves. The small things, if you say finance, if you say labor, if you say resource, everything is a challenge for them to manage. But they are managing and they are excelling for so many companies, Jackson, Somani, then you read about Frontier. I know about many companies who started from scratch. But now they are big enough. So big enough that they are like working like coming in the large sector with a fund 500, 600 plus crore of turnover every year. But they did start at some point of time with some struggle. But the government is also coming up with new skills because now, since last 4-5 years, you must, if you go read the literature, read everything, you will come to know government has changed the definition of MSMEs. Now there is a micro, there is a small, there is a medium, there is a large enterprises. So with the change of definitions, there has been upgradation of the MSMEs. They have become, many of them, almost in last 1 year, 4,000 medium enterprises have become large now. More than 4,000. Because the definition has changed and they are striving to do that. The export component, the GEM, government has started with a government e-marketplace. So they are selling their things there, they are connecting with people there. And it is mandatory, if you talk about the government, for all the government procurements, so whatever government is procuring in any sector, 25% of their products, what they buy, has to be from the MSMEs. So that is also, and they are increasing it day by day. So my thing to you, you're very, there's such a beautiful life ahead. My thing to you, please take care of your dreams, do it with a passion, and whatever you want to do, please give your full to that. There is so much to do, there are so many upcoming sectors, there are so many upcoming fields. Read about it. You should be completely knowing what is happening in the thing, what is there which will be in the market after some time. Like we also know, if we talk, I'm just talking about the infrastructure sector. I go to two of the ministries, major ministries, the railway ministry and the aviation. They say the industry has no capacity. But this capacity has to be developed by knowing what is required, what do they mean by capacity, what is required. So this also you should know what is required and what will be required after 6-8 months or after a year. What is to be done. So equip yourself, start reading. Reading is very important. Equip yourself with that and be with contemporary times so that you know where exactly you have to work. Coming out of school and going in the industry, the institution is there to help you out with the concepts. But theory is very difficult from the practical. Theory, you people are going to read what can be done, this is the basic thing. But once you are in the field, in the job market, there are many things you will learn from experience. You will know, ye problem hai, contemporary things, you will learn to solve them then and there only. So please keep yourself updated. This is one of the first and foremost thing. And another thing I will request you all, please follow anything with passion. You should have that sense of belonging. It is not going to be imposed on you. Even in studies also, if you give your full, you see how it will come back to you. Anything what you do with an ownership. With I have to excel in that. It's not, there is no competition. Competition is with there, but once you start giving your full to anything, you will do for yourself. You're not doing for anybody. You will do, we are there to facilitate, all your mentors are there, everybody is there. But it is you who has to do the things with a passion. Whether it's study, whether it's being with the people, with the society, with the family, anything. You have to follow a passion. And with that ownership, it's me who has to do. That is very important. Going in the industry also, if you want to work, in the entrepreneurship also, you should know what is required, where the gap is, what we need to hit on. And that gap has to match with your passion, your interest area. Because if you don't have interest, nobody can impose things. You will do half-heartedly the things. That you need to understand where your interest lies, where you want to do, what you want to do, and what is the area which you need to work on yourself also. As an entrepreneur, if you want to join the industry, whatever it is. I think I have said that much, nothing else, and it's good to take questions. But my only thing is that somebody will be going for manufacturing sector, somebody will be going for services, somebody will be starting there. Understand why the excellence is where you know what is the gap, where you know what you have to do, what you don't want to do, where your passion lies. That is also very important. So with this, I will say thank you to all of you, and thank you, ma'am, for calling me. And in case there is anything, I will be happy to do.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights, sharing the challenges and opportunities within the MSME sector, and the entrepreneurial ecosystem that is there, which is waiting for the young minds. I would like to also, with the permission of Director ma'am, would like to inform all the students once again that we have an entrepreneurship development cell here in our college, which has one of the major events, that is Upsar. And in that particular event, we encourage our own students to come up with their ideas by studying the industry, by studying the entire ecosystem that is around you, find out what kind of problems and challenges everyday people are facing, and try and come up with the solution. With that kind of ecosystem, we always try to encourage our students to actually come up with that entrepreneurial mind and not be a job seeker, but be a job creator. I would like to request our Director ma'am to kindly give a token of gratitude for coming and accepting our invitation to our esteemed guest today. Thank you so much. The best way to predict the future is to create it, said Peter Drucker. This is what is expected from all of us. With these words, we are coming to an end to the first session of the day. I request all the students to be seated, let the guests exit, and then we can all continue. Thank you so much, ma'am.